Hello, everyone. It's me, Rebel Trader. I'm here commentating over this game. This is like retroactive because basically PrairiePirates initially streamed this, but his microphone was off for this part of the game. He had something going on, so you've got me for the first part of this match, and then the second part he unmuted his mic, and so that's the live coverage. But I'm commentating this over. So we have Dillen here playing Ray Red and Canal here playing Han Green, the old Han. And it looks like Canal is going to use the Han ability turn one. Dillen did not get a turn one play, so now Canal can play either Resupply or Sundari Peacekeepers here, or even this Falcon. Any of these cards are actually really good options here. Resupply seems like possibly the craziest, but we'll see what he ends up going with. Looks like he's taking some time to think. Falcon is a very aggressive way to play it. Resupply is just sort of good all-around play. Peacekeepers, I don't think you do Peacekeepers at this point because the restore just isn't going to be online for a while. But if you want the restore to be online eventually, maybe you go for it. And it looks like he's going for... Oh, still thinking. Falcon. And make sure to put that over in the space. And yep, Dillen claims. Decided he could have played this force throw, which maybe would not have been a bad move. And there he draws the R2, which is the great turn one play. But he also might just want to save the force throw for later. And so here comes Yoda for Dillen. Falcon goes into the base. 6 on already, but the Yoda can start healing that. And resupply coming in for Canal. And Canal just keeps drawing a bunch of low-cost stuff. He does, theoretically, he could go up to 7 this turn with Han, but he doesn't have any 7s to play, so I think we're going to see him wait. Or maybe he just wants to deploy early and be aggressive. On the other side, Dillen, it looks like he's getting ahead of himself. Canal hasn't even resourced yet. But it looks like he was going to go for the experience onto Yoda. The other cards he has, so he could do that play, and then he could also play Sabine and Force Throw this turn, and that seems pretty good. He could just open Force Throw. Also, he decides to open with the experience still. Canal doesn't have anything to punish him with. I don't think there's anything in this deck that you would punish with. Canal can play a second resupply here if he wants, but I think at this point you might want to get the Peacekeepers down. Okay, he does go for the second resupply. So, just ramping ballistic. And Dillen's going to get this force throw. Canal's running really low on cards. Force throw is going to take him down to just likely the home one left. I mean, home one being able to pull Peacekeepers. Oh, sorry. Whoa. What just happened? Looks like at this point, Prairie pulled up the deck list. So this is Dillen's Ray list. Let me see if I can skip forward a little bit. Okay. Whoa. I skipped too far forward. Okay. Okay. Well, this is, I guess that covered some of the action. So it looks like instead of aggressively force throwing, Dillen waited for the Han deploy to come out and then force through the redemption at Han. And ooh, now we're in a a weird spot. I think this actually makes sense from Canal, but he decided to pay for the Falcon here instead of staying at 8. So now he can't play the home one, which is fine because like home one wasn't gonna get that much anyway. But now Poe coming down for Dillen. That's a big play. Hard to deal with. And Akbar going to come down also. Putting 2 into Yoda. So now the Peacekeepers can trade into either Yoda or Sabine. And looks like he's just going to... He's going to tag it with Sabine. Oh, he's going to tag it with Sabine and then... target talent makes sense. Sabine should have taken 1 damage here. Not sure if that's gonna end up being relevant, but a great way by Dillen to get rid of that that Peacekeeper. At this point, I think you've got to bounce the Falcon because you got to be able to play this home one this turn. Okay, it looks like Prairie did eventually catch the 1 damage to Sabine. And he does decide to pull the Falcon back. So now home one can pull this Peacekeepers again. But I mean, like Dillen already has such a big board presence. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. Oh, looks he decides to, instead of pulling the Peacekeepers, to pull the Akbar or the Fleet Lieutenant and go Akbar. It doesn't even kill a unit with Akbar, just goes to base. That's kind of weird to me. You'd think you'd want to start picking off these units. Poe is going to go to base and then force the discard. It's going to be one of those Falcons. But this is, I mean, Rey's going to deploy here, and he can also play an Obi-Wan. Dillen is in like a really, really good spot. It looks like he decides to go against the Obi-Wan and just go Rey experience plus Kanan, which also works. But he's going to have so much restore. And he's just got so much damage on right now. I think this one might be a foregone conclusion for Canal. I think Dillen's got this one. I mean, 7 to base does heal 2. And he does have the Activist Defender in hand, but decides to not go with it. Dillen also is regional governor. It looks like he's just gonna throw it at the base. So now an attack from any of these is lethal. Yeah. I mean, let's see. Canal can play. You can play Echo Base Defender, which blocks one of the attacks, but then it just gets ran over, and the next thing kills it. Even the heal from Fleet Lieutenant is not going to be enough. Or let's see if he goes. So if you go Sabine into there, Fleet Lieutenant can take out... Oh, no, Sabine just does it with her own ability. Never mind. You don't even need to clear the Sentinel first. All right, good game. So now we're going into game 2. Dillen up 1. This Han deck from Canal is not playing a ton of new stuff. Let's see, because we're doing this retroactively, I can actually skip through a lot of the sideboarding. There's Dillen's list again. There's Canal's list again. And here we go. Game 2. All right. And Canal's up first. He's got Battlefield Marine. That's a solid opening. And R2 coming down from Dillen. R2 2-5. Solid turn 1 play from Dillen, and it looks like he's retroactively going to get his R2 luck, but he's going to keep the card. Looks like it was that pillage. Pillage is really good into Han because Han naturally depletes his own card advantage. So if you can stick a pillage into him, it's pretty strong. He does, he can recur stuff from the graveyard, but if you're just discarding those 2 cards, put him into top deck mode early. It's big. Who goes for Waylay on the R2 after I'd taken 2 experience? Solid play. Dillen decides to move into space by playing that Restored Arc. Ooh, double Spark Rebellion there. But now we are on 4 resources. This is where Pillage is live. But Canal hasn't been using his Han ability this game, so the Pillage is not going to be too effective. Decides to resource one of those Spark Rebellions. Let's see what the play is. I think it's just going to be a couple attacks back and forth. Yep. And now Canal has to decide if he wants to advance the game state. And he does play an R2. Ooh, what's he going to do? Things I'm trying to think about it. Leaves it on top. And Cannon instead of Pillage. Falcon going to come in. Falcon can eat that Restored Arc up. That's solid. Dillen decides to take initiative. If he had just passed here instead of taking the initiative, he could have used Targentown, but then he would have given up the initiative, and I'm not sure he wants to do that now. Double Big Han, and also the Kira. But now we are on 5, so Canal can perform the maneuver of resourcing a card and then deploying and then going to 7. And decides to bounce back the Falcon to enable that play. Can clear in the Batmarine. And it's now Canal's action. Let's see if he goes for... Let's see if he goes for it. Ooh, he decides to just play Kira instead of going for the Han play. Sees a bunch of cards. I'm not sure which one he's going to end up calling. Might be Poe. Poe is probably worth it at this point. You really don't want Poe. You also sort of don't want to get pillaged, but Poe might just be worse for you than that. All right. Enjoy Prairie Pirates. Robo Trader out.
Apologies, viewers, for having the audio off the entire first game and half of the second one. We've got it now. I think it should all be working. Yep, I see the green bar moving. So sorry about that. All right, so we do see Tarkin Town to kill the Kira. And going into this next round, we could see a Yoda come down for Dillen, with Canal ending up with the initiative, which I think would be pretty good. Um, we're going to see a pillage for Dillen instead, and he's going to get rid of one Han Solo and the Falcon, keeping the other Han Solo in hand. That's a very good time for that for Dillen. Getting rid of the Falcon for next turn. The only play that Canal has now is the Bright Hope. He just drew into two of those, unfortunately for him. And in this game, they're very even on resources. Like we mentioned, no ramp. So can't imagine. Okay, so instead of doing anything with Han, he's going to play Bright Hope to draw more cards. Kanan dealing 4 to base and healing 2. Kanan Jar is definitely a standout card in this matchup in particular. The amount of healing that Rey has access to is absolutely bonkers. And it's good to point out that Kanan is a force unit, so the force throw could instantly kill Han here using Rival's Fall, or he could just use Rival's Fall itself. I think we're going to see the Rey deploy first. But, okay, yep. And he's just waiting out this Han deployment for as long as possible. I think that was an initiative. Let's see, for pass. So yeah, Rey hits the base for 3, healing, and we'll see a force throw, a waylay, which will deal 3 damage to looks like Bright Hope, probably. No, to R2, okay. Start things off this round, we're going to see the Han Solo deployment, or unit, not the leader, taking out Poe Dameron, taking no damage in return. It's the one really strong answer to Poe, actually. R2 attacking there more to look at the top card and less for the damage, knowing that it's going to be healed right away by Rey. And Rey has a disgusting play with the forces with me. Well, actually, the forces with me could go on Kanan as well, which will give him a shield so he can take out the Han Solo. So very nice play there from Dillen. Ooh, which Han is he going to take out? I guess, okay, yeah, Unit Han is definitely more of a threat. So he'll get 2 experience, and because it's a force unit, he'll get a shield. Yeah, so Han later will take out the Kanan Jarrus, but that Kanan able to take out both Hans is a fantastic trade. I think Dillen will take that every single day of the week. And Dylan's going to continue to resource so he can get access to that Crate Dragon. Very powerful card, as we've seen in other games. And continuing to apply that pressure while removing the damage from his base is, yeah, fantastic. I mean, the amount of healing that Ray has, I've already mentioned it once, but it's something that can't be understated. But we do see Home 1 come down. Home 1 is a big body for that space arena, and Dylan does have an answer for it with Rivals Fall. Let's see what Canal can pull here from his discard pile. He's going to get an Echo Base Defender, one of the best cards he could have pulled. And Rivals Fall will kill the Home 1. R2 continues to get rid of the cards that Canal does not want to see. And Ray will take 4 damage, killing the Echo Base and healing his base to full. Canal continues to keep the initiative. And we might just see a Ewing here. Both players do resource up to 9. And it's a good thing he gets that Ewing out of the way. Because if he doesn't, that Crate Dragon is going to come down. And yeah, the next time he were to play something like that, it would hit his base for 7. And I think a Han Solo here makes the most sense. He can take care of a Rey or a Yoda. He's probably gonna kill the Rey for the healing power and the free experience. But Luke Skywalker, since Rey does leave play, can now kill Han Solo just by entering the battlefield. And another Ewing. He's looking for answers. the answers are doing the best they possibly can to evade them. Maybe we could see a wing leader and a fleet lieutenant for R2 to be buffed up. What is that? 3, 4, 5 damage, so we can kill the Yoda. Yikes! I guess that's an okay play. He's going to go for the 2 defenders. That's also a very strong play as well. Gives him some board presence and some units that require hits. And out comes Crate Dragon, 10-10 Overwhelm. Yeah, that's a big card. This definitely puts Canal in a bit of a predicament. He can take capture, but to do so would deal 3 damage to his base, I believe, which just barely puts him in range, right? Yeah. That would instantly kill him if he did the take capture. GG's to Dillen and Canal. Dillen taking this one down, the third Ray game that has had Ray as the winner. So, red, blue, Ray. Are we seeing the beginning of a dynasty? Might be a little too early to call that, but definitely a very strong deck. And against one of the toughest decks from the set 1, this Han Green, just massive, massive amounts of damage healing from Ray, and being able to continually apply the pressure on their opponent to defeat even going up to 10 resources here. Normally when Han can take back some of this board, but having those late game cards in Luke and the Crate Dragon just provided Dillen with so many answers to all of Canal's threats. So fantastic game. Well played to both of these guys, and thank you guys for joining us. If you want to check out my YouTube, definitely go there. YouTube.com/@PrairiePirates, and that's it. So yeah, go check out my video there. I just posted that. First one. So we'll see how the rest of them go here. But yeah, thanks again for joining me, and we will catch you in the next stream. Yeah.